and start our first conversation here. We want to talk about matters renewable energy and specifically solar energy, how to ensure that the uptake increases. About 90% of Kenya's electricity is generated from renewable energy sources, and of course Kenya looks to up that to 100% by 2030. And one of the energy sources is solar, but it is still very much underutilized. And to have this conversation is Kevin Mutabacho Maina. He is an electrical engineer at Davies and Shadleaf. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Betty.
Yeah. Sure, you can please introduce yourself, what you do, and just tell us where we are in terms of solar energy use in Kenya right now.
Okay, thank you once again. My name is Kevin Mutabacho Maina. I'm an electrical engineer working at Davies and Shadleaf Limited. I'm actually an alumni of Nairobi University, so it feels good to be back. Yeah, so at Davies and Shadleaf, I work in the solar department with a team of around 5 people. We are tasked with designing, and also we do feasibility studies. We design the solutions, and we oversee the installation of the solar projects. Yes.
Right. So where are we in terms of solar uptake in Kenya? We know that in the scope of renewable energy sources, it's one of the least utilized. Yet we receive quite some good sunshine, which can produce more energy in Kenya and in this region. Why are we not tapping that?
Thank you very much for the question. I think the first thing I'd say is that initially the cost of solar was still quite high. So this, of course, it's a limiting factor. The cost was a limiting factor.
Right.
But with improvement of technology, has seen the cost of mostly solar modules come down by from 2022 to in the around 2-year span. The cost has come down by around 70%, making it more accessible to people. So it's just a matter of now just awareness, which is, I think, part of what this show is about. And then, yeah, I think once we spread awareness and show people the benefits of solar, not only the cost benefits, but also the benefits to the environment in terms of reducing the carbon emissions, I think it's something that people will uptake.
Right.
Yes.
According to the International Energy Agency, it says that solar electricity is 20 to 50% cheaper than other sources, other electricity sourced from other energy sources. And so now that you're talking about awareness, why are we not taking this up more? Because we know that the cost of electricity in this country is high. Manufacturers keep complaining that that is the sole reason for their high production costs. So why are more people not taking up this energy source?
Actually, you find that it's something that is gradually picking up, and we're finding that more and more industries, institutions, even homes, people are taking up the solar solutions. Yeah, as mentioned earlier, mainly it's a cost factor.
Right.
It was a cost factor, and since now technology is improving, and we're seeing the cost of not only modules, also the other components, the inverters, the storage, they're coming down, and shows like this, I think, will go a long way in spreading the awareness and just informing people that it is something that is doable right now. It is achievable. It is not a reserve for maybe the rich people. Everyone can access the solutions.
Right.
Yes.
Let's talk about that cost more in depth. If you're looking to set up a solar system, so to say, solar electricity generating system for a manufacturing plant, what are you looking at? Since you do this on a day-to-day basis, just bring us down there with you.
Okay, so the first step will be to conduct. So, for example, let's say an industry reaches out. And they say they're looking for a solution. So we first of all conduct a feasibility study, seeing what solution will offer and how it will help them. This is accompanied by a site visit, so that we are able to see the availability of space, because solar panels, they take up quite a bit of space, especially for an industry. We then assess maybe the energy demands. We conduct an energy audit. This helps us to understand how much energy they consume and their energy consumption trends. We also see, we also look at, take a look at the amount of money they pay for the power from the from the grid. So that whenever we're giving them a solution, we're able to tell them that this solution will be able to offset your bills by this much. This solution will be able to pay itself. The return on investment is about maybe 2-3 years. And this is, I think, one of a very good. It's a very good selling point. From there, we proceed to do our design. This includes doing what we call CAD designs that are able to map out how we're going to be mounting the panels, where we're going to be mounting the rest of the equipment. We also offer. Then we offer. Once that is done, through a team of technicians, once we give the proposal and we have a sit down with the client and they see that it's something that makes sense, we proceed to procure the equipment and undertake the installation. Then finally we do offer monitoring so that the client as well as the contractor is able to monitor the energy generation. They're also able to see if there is any challenges. The good thing with the kind of equipment that is available in the market right now, you find that it is very high technology. So you're able to monitor the system remotely, and you're even able to troubleshoot so as to assure minimal downtime for the client. Yes.
Right. And the technology, of course, has been improving over the years. But when I was doing my research, I found out that most of the technology required, the infrastructure required, has to be imported. Has that changed in the past few years?
Unfortunately not. I think most of the solar solutions we're seeing right now in our country is being imported from mostly China, because the cost of production there is lower. I think there are a couple of companies that had tried implementing some manufacturing plants for solar products, but I think because of the high cost of production, I think it just makes it makes it financial sense to have it import from here. But I think it's an opportunity. I think it's an opportunity for us to see how we can bring the cost down so that we're able to manufacture those things. Is going to lead to a generation of jobs, and also if we're able to export the product, also income for our country. Yes.
Of course, we shall be talking more about what can be done to bring down these costs in a little bit, and that is, of course, one of the points we shall delve more into. But I'd like to hear from you, if someone is watching this and they're even thinking of a home solution, is it viable for someone to have solar-generated electricity at home?
Yes, yes. You find that solar not only, there's a lot of advantages towards solar solutions. Other than the cost factor, you find that it also improves reliability. Sometimes you find that maybe the grid has to be shut down for maintenance, or maybe there's a technical issue somewhere, and for institutions, for residential, where maybe you need power during the day, find that it really affects the operations. So it increases reliability. You can have solar solutions with storage, where you store the energy generated in a battery, and you're able to utilize that during power outages. And then another factor is also just the factor that you're helping the environment by going green, reducing the reliance on fossil fuels, and offsetting the carbon emissions. So for residential solutions, actually, it makes sense because the technology right now, we can find that we have, because of the advancements, we are able to install solutions that will give the client service for even a decade, up to a decade, in one investment, which is, I think, it's something that is very, it's very inviting. Yes, yes.
When you look at the cost implications, of course, the initial costs are high. Paint for us a picture in terms of how much, or just the amount you will save over that time by using solar.
It varies.
Right.
This figure varies. For example, if we are to it varies depending on the application, because you find for an industry, if they have a daytime operation, we're able to offset their bills by up to 70%. That is quite high. And then for home solutions, you find that for home solution, because the consumption is not very high, if we include storage, we're able to clients are even able to go off grid now. They completely able to reduce reliance on the grid. So and then you find that the ROI of around 3 years is it makes it a viable solution. Yes.
Right. Climate enthusiasts we should all be climate enthusiasts.
Yes.
Yeah. So in our small ways, but a lot of them have come up with solar farms, and there has been some sort of school of thought that you're putting up solar farms, and it's taking up space in the farms that should be generating food. I have seen a number of innovative ideas where countries are laying solar panels on railway tracks in between there. Others are putting them on parking lots.
Yes.
So just tell us, speak to that, please.
Okay. So yeah, I think I've seen what you're talking about, and I think it's about innovation. Like you mentioned, car parks. You find that this allows us to use the available space in two ways: as a parking lot and also for generating energy. Then for farms, you find that farmers have this sort of innovations that for crops, maybe you have a seed bed, which needs a bit of shade, so you're able to utilize that space even more, because you can do your thing on the ground, and then we can have a ground mount solution that offers shade while still generating energy. To add to that, I think we've seen even solar solutions being done on top of on water bodies. So we have some floating technology with the solar panels on top of it. This offers it's innovation, because first of all, the water keeps the solar panels cool, and you see, because high temperature affects the efficiency of the solar modules. Yeah, so I think we're seeing a lot of innovations around that space, because you find that here in Kenya, we are blessed with space, but of course, as population increases, that's going to shrink. So we need such kind of innovations that will allow us to utilize our spaces to the maximum. Yes.
Of course, we cannot ignore the place of government in increasing uptake of such solutions. What are your thoughts in terms of public-private partnerships to improve uptake of solar?
Actually, so we're seeing a lot of that. We're seeing a lot of that where you find that the private sector is contributing greatly towards uptake of solar. You find that we're having private power purchase agreements that allows private companies to install solar farms that are able to reduce reliance on the fossil fuels, to reduce the strain on the grid, because people are becoming self-sufficient. We're also seeing a lot of international companies coming in offering financing solutions. As I mentioned earlier, that cost being one of the biggest factor, you find that we're able now to, through these financing companies, you're able to have a solution at zero cost. This means we come to you, we do the study, we give you a design, we tell you this is how much it's going to cost, but because maybe companies can be cash constrained, we have these partners, third-party companies coming in, offering financing, and we're able to offer a solution to the client with them putting up zero upfront cost. This allows them at least to have a bit of liquidity, and through the savings that they're going to be realizing using from the solar plant, they're able to pay back now this third party, this financier. You find that it reduces the strain on liquidity for the industries. Yes. Wow,
that is very important. There's something that you said earlier about bringing down the costs. You talked about there was a move by manufacturers to come up with these technologies right here in Kenya.
Yeah.
But the cost of production is high, and the competitiveness of those products is still low because of that. So are there any government interventions that can be done, like subsidies or incentives, to ensure that this stuff can be produced locally?
Yes, yes. Actually, there are things that are already being done.
Right.
We're seeing that from the policymakers, first of all, you find that most solar solutions, they are not VAT rated. So this I think it makes it more affordable. And then we're having sponsors that are donating towards research and development. So seeing how we're able to be able to start manufacturing some of these products in-house in the country. I mean, and this is going towards. Yeah, I think because most of these things, that is the beginning of everything. You do a research, and then you see how you're going to be able to develop towards the goal, which is now being able to produce these things locally.
Right. Remember, I'm speaking with Kevin Mutabacho. He is an electrical engineer at Davies and Shatcliffe, and we are talking about solar energy solutions. Are you using solar energy in your house? Have you installed anything? What is your story? Kindly share with us. On Twitter, we are at KBC Channel 1. My personal handle is at Betty Kiptum. Across all platforms as well, you can share with us on those particular handles, and we shall be sampling some of your thoughts within this particular broadcast. We want to take a quick break. When we come back, this conversation will continue. Do stay with us. Thank you for staying with Channel 1. This is BizCheck. My name is Betty Kiptum. In studio, I have Kevin Mutabacho Maina. He is an electrical engineer at Davies and Shatcliffe. And the conversation today is about renewable energy, specifically solar energy, why we are not using more solar energy or generating more of our electricity from solar, despite even the incentives that have been given by the government. Of course, he just said that it would be important for people to take up this particular solution because it is cheaper. The initial costs are a bit high, but it is cheaper in the long run. Kevin, before we went on break, we were talking about the benefits of solar. Please go ahead.
Okay. I think the best way will be for me to mention a few figures.
Okay.
There's a project we just commissioned a few days ago. We did. It's an institution. We installed for them. They invited us to for a solution. Yeah. They were in need of a solution, of a solar solution, and we're able to do the whole process and execute the project. It's a 300 kilowatt peak grid-tied solar solution, which aims towards reducing the amount of energy we import from the grid. I think we're able to accomplish this project and commission it, and we have been monitoring the performance, which has been excellent, and we are seeing savings of up to 25 to 30% of a normal cost, which allows such institutions to invest that money into other sectors, be it administration, be it growth. So that's just one of the benefits for this. It also allows I think the reason I mentioned that project is also encourage, because it's a private institution. Okay. I wanted to highlight so as to encourage private sector participation in renewable energy. I see that it's something that it's feasible, it's something that it works and will save you in the long run. And the added bonus of that, you're helping the universe. Yes. And
of course, I mentioned that 90% currently from renewable energy sources.
Yes.
That 10% can be, filled by solar, yeah?
Yes, that is the aim. That is the aim towards 2030. We aim to increase the uptake of renewable energy, solar. We also have other sources like wind and geothermal. But today we're talking about solar. So solar can help bridge that gap between going from 90% to 100%. And we think with the kind of initiatives you're seeing from the government, the favorable policies, it's something that I believe we're able to achieve in the coming years. Yes.
And of course, for us, Kenya, where we are placed geographically, it's a very advantageous position because we are at the equator. There are people who do not get as much sunlight as we do. Yeah?
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. Being along the equator, we see that we're able to receive up to maybe 6-7 hours of sun hours. Comparing this with maybe Western countries, which get maximum sometimes between 2 and 3 hours. So I think it's an infinite resource that we need to start utilizing. Maybe because I know Western countries maybe look at us and seeing all these resources that maybe are not utilizing. So it's something that we need to take up. We need to take advantage of the gift that God gave us. And if we do this, we're going to be able to see a lot of self-reliance as well, a lot of savings, and also Mother Nature is going to appreciate. Yes. Is
there a quality of sunshine that is required for solar? Yeah?
Yes. You find that solar, the optimal conditions where solar works best, this is at moderate temperature of around 25 degrees. So you find that if you deviate from that, it slightly affects the performance. Okay. Too high of a temperature reduces the efficiency of the solar modules. Also, you find that maybe in dusty areas, once you have dust on the solar panels, it reduces the production of the solar panels. So we find that even in our solutions, we do offer a solution to this. In that, we install a cleaning pipeline, an automated one, so that for areas that are very dusty, we find that the maintenance is a bit more often. So we, of course, ensure that the panels are clean, so as to increase the efficiency of the system. Yes.
You said 25 degrees.
Yes.
A lot of places in Kenya go way higher than that on normal days, 30s, sometimes 35 in very hot areas. How do you now achieve a balance there?
Okay. Good thing is that the effect on temperature is it's not too high. Okay. It's not too high, as long as because the kind of solutions that we offer, they are mostly relying on light. So as much as maybe the efficiency will go down because of maybe the high temperature, you're still able to get a lot of energy from them, and then you find that so temperature, I think it's something that we still think need a bit of research on how to ensure that we mitigate that challenge, and then for solutions like dust on top of the panels that I think I mentioned earlier, that we offer cleaning services for that. Yes.
And what happens? Maybe someone is watching, they want to take up a solution, and they're wondering, okay, right now it's very rainy, it's cold, it's very cloudy. What happens when the sunshine is not as we know it?
As we know it.
Yeah.
So this comes down to the design, because when you're doing the design, you need to take account for such factors. Okay. So you design maybe for not the worst case scenario. Maybe you just find a balance in between perfect conditions and not so perfect conditions, so as to ensure that even during such weather, July weather here in Kenya, you're able to the system is able to serve you. Yeah, so it comes down to the design. Yes.
Comes down to the design.
Yes.
And when we are talking about innovations such as solar, and of course there's a lot of technology that is required there, talk to us about the preparation towards being a solar energy expert, so to say.
Okay. So, for example, like I mentioned earlier, I have a background in electrical engineering. Yeah. So I think how you work towards becoming an expert is, first of all, being in the industry. I started off as an apprentice in a solar company. I used to accompany the technicians just to get the hands-on experience. Then there are accreditations being offered by EPRA. As you progress, there are tiers to which you're being accredited towards becoming a solar expert. You can start by I think there are 3 tiers: T1, T2, T3. T3 being the most experienced, and maybe a solar the most experienced, solar expert. Yeah, so I think it's just a matter of being what do you call it? Having a passion for it. Having a passion for it, which ensures that you're able to read up on the new technologies. You're able to read up and understand the technologies that are there, and then also get a bit of field experience, hands-on experience, then do a bit of studying, do the exams, and they're able to accredit you. Mm-hmm. Yes.
The reason I ask is because a lot of employers have been complaining that our education system, there's a mismatch with what is expected in the industry. So getting that hands-on experience is very important. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, yeah, that is important, because it just gives you an appreciation of what goes into implementing a solution from initial to actually commissioning it. You also get to understand the kind of processes that go into it, from planning to doing the installation to doing some tests, all the while also keeping in mind that you have to be safe, because some of these solutions we find that they install on top of roofs, which is working at height. So yeah, I think hands-on experience is very key towards being an all-rounded solar expert. Mm-hmm. Yes.
What you have studied is part of the STEM subjects, yeah?
Yes.
And we know that there is a bit of imbalance in terms of women being in those subjects. So I would like to hear from you. You are in the industry,
yes.
Where you work, other places where you've worked. What is the women representation looking like, and has it been improving over the years?
Yes, most definitely. Mm-hmm. We have seen that even the initiatives, I think women in STEM, that encouraging young ladies and women towards coming towards the technical side, which has seen a mismatch in representation. So right now, for example, where I am, the numbers are almost balanced out. Mm. Yeah, I think it's an initiative by our leadership team to see that women are also represented in this technical field. Mm. But I think I've seen a lot of initiatives, even countrywide, encouraging women to not to shy away from this industry that has maybe been dominated by the male species. So I think with this encouragement we're seeing better representation. Yes.
Right, that's very important. I am very passionate about women issues, so I think I ask all my guests about that. So now to the solar uptake, what would you, as an expert in that industry, want to see the government do? What do you want to see the county governments do as well to ensure that more people are taking it up?
I would like to. I think what the government can do is, first of all, for institutions, because they also have maybe not residences, but maybe offices. Mm-hmm. They can start by maybe going green, maybe taking up solar solutions. Then also maybe we can see. I think something we've seen from Western countries. We've seen maybe rebates. Once you have a solar solution, you find that the government is able to give you an incentive so as to encourage more people to uptake it. Because once you're told that if you incur this cost, which you will have incurred anyway, you're going to get something back. I think it's a huge motivation for institution and also for residential solar renewable energy uptakers. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right. Let's talk about, you mentioned 300 kilowatts?
Yes.
The project that you're doing.
Yes.
I'm curious about these mini grids, so to say, being able to feed into the main grid. How is that looking like?
Okay. So we're talking about mini grids being fed into
the small solar projects. If they have excess power generated, if they can feed that power into the main grid.
Okay. I think so. There's something called net metering that has been introduced by I think it's something that has been in discussions. And I think as early, either late last year or early this year, it was passed that we're going to be able to allow net metering. This means that whenever you have an installation and you have excess power, you're able to export it to the grid. Currently, at the moment, right now, we're not able to do that. But with the new legislation and with the new equipment that I think we're waiting on, it's still something that it's an ongoing discussion. We got initial approval. Right now, we are maybe in the development stage so that they're able to develop the equipment that will allow us to do that.
Yeah.
So once this goes, again, it's going to be another incentive towards the client, because right now what happens is whenever you have excess, so you have to design your system so as not to have excess power, because any excess power is just going to be wasted.
Yeah.
So but once, so this limits the kind of solution that sometimes we're able to do, because again, energy fluctuates.
Right.
It's not a constant consumption. So right now we find that we are designing the system so as not to have any excess power. But once net metering is allowed, we're going to be able to export power, and also this is also going to be helpful to the grid, because it's going to reduce the reliance on maybe diesel generators, the fossil fuels. Yes.
Right. Thank you so much for your thoughts. I'd like to hear from you as we come to a close of the conversation. What does the future look like for the uptake of solar energy in Kenya?
The future is very bright. I think, having mentioned that earlier, that the renewable energy solutions, mostly solar, has been made very accessible, not only to the big institutions but also to residential people. So I think I'll just like to encourage end users to just walk into the nearest. The good thing is that we've made it very accessible, like across the country. So just walk into the nearest solar expert company and maybe just engage any solar expert, and you'll find that people could be shying away from something that they think is out of reach, but yeah, just engage one, and you'll find that it's a solution that is very attainable. For our future, I think with the many benefits that we're seeing for solar solution, for solar power, and the cost coming down, I foresee a scenario where we're going to be able to attain the 100% renewable energy in the coming years.
Right. Thank you very much for sharing with us your thoughts, and of course, 100%, we all want to get there. Asante sana. That is Kevin Mutabacho Maina. He's an electrical engineer at Davis and Shatcliffe. We have talked a lot about solar energy solutions and what is available in the market, why it is important for more people to take up solar energy, just because it is a cheaper source of power or electricity, and also there are benefits to the globe, the planet Earth, in terms of sustainability. So if you are a green-focused person, please make sure you're switching to solar. Well, that is the first conversation here on BizCheck. When we come back, we shall be talking about matters agriculture and how to ensure that we are bringing up the next generation of farmers or people in the agriculture value chain. Do stay with Channel 1. We'll be back in a minute.